Hi, what's up, collective? So I'm back with a channel message. Well, it's a little bit in between, um, because I can see stories. I be guided to look people up, and it's not for me to release a judgment on you. It's not for me to call you out on your shit, cause that's the thing about one's mind or thought. Um, it does it itself, especially when God trying to show you something. Um, and when you just want to be I like reading, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I love reading. I love unveiling things, especially pertaining to one's spiritual abilities. It's a gift, and you should never be ashamed of your gift or what God has granted you, especially when it comes to the eyes to see. But to see lost loved ones, um, people dying, um, God prepares you ahead of time. And sometimes he know how you operate. You can tell with certain manifestations if you're going into something blindly, or if you just want to cause some type of unfair judgment on somebody out of ego. I ain't got time for this shit. The intense negativity, majority of us face when we have spiritual abilities, we have to fight everybody, like spiritually. We come up against a lot of people, and we have to fight them spiritually, physically, because they think we being targeted. We're targeting them. It's not us targeting them. It's whatever message that God has for you to be able to receive. He said, "Those who have ears, allow them to hear." But you have to understand, in the midst of Him allowing you to hear, He is merciful. When He tell you to turn away from your wicked ways and change, I can't make you change. I can't make you do anything. But when certain spirits come unto me, or my mind go 100 miles per hour, because it's something or someone's trying to get a message through for someone to listen, just listen. It's not always time to, because the message come, to look to destroy somebody else. E can be significant, but I do not need nobody to jump to conclusions. Not on this. This ain't a time of jumping to conclusion, because you can actually see a lot of destructive forces, and you can see God is the force behind the destruction, where man don't have to do a damn thing. He can show you better than he can tell you, and causing his people, especially the ones that have visions or can see harm, is like, it don't just hurt you out, it hurt everybody. There's destruction for everybody. Don't nobody want that destruction. And when you got the spiritual ability to see somebody getting ready to go, or they ain't even died yet, but they on their way. And it don't necessarily have to be a physical death. This could be a spiritual death. To lose your spirit, it's like, really, that's something you can't come back from. You can't come back from it. Because that means there's no hope, there's no light, there's nothing. And I ain't looking to destroy nobody. I don't want to use no words to take you out, or, but I know people don't get no fuck. That's why I say, I know they don't get no fuck, because they so caught up in the ego of their own karma that they can't see the hurt that they projecting on millions. You can see somebody trying to get somebody a short-lived victory. You can see somebody trying to move on and enjoy their life, but you can see somebody scared of their past coming back to hunt you. It won't matter if I do it or not. Your past gonna always come back and hunt you, where you'll be able to see your wishes ain't coming true when it comes to your attainments, because you can see the disadvantages that you cause others in their energy. You can see it. And then when somebody pointed out that they see what you see, you want to fight and cause someone some type of relationship uncertainty. 696. You want to feel like you was betrayed and placed in unbalanced connections, but you can actually see where you getting stuck at when it comes to your own reality. You being out of touch with reality makes it very difficult for one's family. And you can see somebody upset because you can see somebody say, you destroyed my family. No, you out of touch with reality, you destroyed your own family. You shattered your own values, your morals. You took that from yourself. And you can see what's being released in the energy. Because you can spiritually see the conflict that someone's in when it comes to one's attainments. You can spiritually see God saying in some type of cycle, and you can see somebody's waiting, something pertaining to 95 and 954. Somebody wants to cause someone to be unstable because they feel like you can see collaborations, you can see people working together. Yes, you can see that, but damn, every time I get over here, do you know how many people have died already? You know, real talk. You know how many people have already died? They got the same birthdays. And this be the craziest thing. Just, you know, do your research. Do a little more introspection. Go back and do a little more introspection. How many people was born July the 1st? Over the vastness of the centuries, how many people were born around the same time, same day? But your the energy that you operate out of, you can't see that. And that be the craziest things that I see out here. And you can see somebody feel very challenged, that you can see something's supposed to be going from difficult to ease when it comes to people's children. And you can see somebody want to place somebody's child at a crossroad, thinking they gonna have their stability, their achievements. Somebody getting ready to walk into reality. No, you ain't doing nothing but making a double crossroad for yourself. When it comes to certain connections, you overlook your own blessing trying to take somebody else's. And you can see somebody getting ready to feel very challenged, that you can see at 516 or 516, when it comes to one's spiritual growth, somebody was trying to cause somebody some type of destruction spiritually in the energy. All because of a message. Can't make it up. Pertaining to an emperor. Somebody getting ready to walk into reality. You can spiritually see how unbalanced somebody is when it comes to their decision. 429. You can spiritually see somebody want their independence. They want their freedom. 1911. And you can spiritually see somebody want to take their support and create some type of loss for them because of the opportunities. You can see somebody want to cause somebody some type of confusion about their growth and place them in some type of illusion pertaining to age 17, you can see somebody communicating, feeling personally challenged. When it comes to communication, you can see somebody feeling burdened because you can see they want to cause you a lot of insecurities. 301, because they was having emotional creative disorders in their energy and they lacked judgment when it came to a judgment. Because you can see somebody was trying to bind somebody in 2015. Also, somebody getting ready to awaken to 2011 in the reality of why they failed or why they lost finances. Because you can see somebody call someone a debt. All because of their work. And you can see somebody left. And they still, when they left, they still want to come and steal from them. At 701. Somebody left and you can see somebody felt personally challenged that you can still see. Wherever you left and went to, somebody still want to come and take spiritually to cause you some type of suffering. Why? I have no fucking idea. If you do give messages, or if you are a psychic, if you are a reader, but I need people to fucking think. Everybody is not out here happy-go-lucky. Some people mourning. And if God can pull them out of their mourning stages, why you don't let them come out? You don't want them to? If they constantly asking God, like, is it another way to enjoy my life versus always in pain? You think God don't hear? That's all I'm saying. You think God don't hear? Because you can go through the doors every day of a church. And no shade for the one, 1221 that goes there. No shade. But if you coming out them doors for the last 25 or 26 years and you have not healed or not laid the burden down nowhere, something fucking wrong. And so for somebody to come in and do introspection, to look deep within, you'll get mad at them and want to hurt them, destroy their lives. Do you know how much havoc of destructive forces that will come out all because of that? When the earth began to cry. And I was sitting up here and he took me to somebody and he was showing me somebody was getting ready. And I was like, a lot of times you already know who's around you that's getting ready to go. If you don't know, that means you're not paying attention, or you just put it off because you don't want them to go. I've been there too. Now that's before I even got into readings. I've been there too. Because you love them so much. You care about them so much. You don't feel like they time up. But we can't put a time on whose time up and whose time's not. We can't do that. That's all in our Creator's hand. That's all in God's hand. It ain't in our hands. And when we understand what we letting go of, trying to control how people live and how long they live, we have no fucking control over that. That's why he say don't ignore. Don't push them away. Because if anything was to happen, then it would be an energy of regret. Oh, I could have did something different type shit. And that's real talk. 1444. And somebody getting ready to walk into reality, like, I can read, like I got many reads that I have not unleashed. And even from the 4.5 I did release, they don't want to give them back. I have not received those back. They have not unhid my channel. Which I ain't even mad because a lot of that I had to heal within me. That's why I say you watch me and you don't use your discernment. That's why I say don't come here and you don't use your discernment. Don't come in on this channel and you do not use your discernment and intuition. Everybody got it. He poured his spirit upon everybody. And he prepare you for the things to come. It's just is you gonna listen. When he pulled me back, and I'm like, cause I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I battle. Cause I was like, God, I like reading. I like helping. And I might not help the way people think I should help, but this is a form of helping for me. If you can heal, if you spent 20 and 30 years without smiling or, not feeling good, and just to release the pressure off your heart, it's hope. It's hope. But to be spiritually, like you can go on, if I don't read, I still have to fight energies. If I don't read, because the positive my energy is, the more negative attracts to me. That's like a negative and a positive. You got two magnets. You got a negative magnet, you got a positive magnet. When them two connect, but you know what it feels like to I have to constantly get the negative energy up off of me. I have to constantly, my mind goes 100 miles per hour. I mean 100 miles per hour when I do these readings. I can pick up some stories, oh my God. And some stories be back from the AD, the BC. But it ain't nothing but the same cycle, same pattern, because ain't nothing new up under the sun. Nothing. And I don't know what God trying to get somebody to learn today when it comes to one's communication, their growth, their development, to see that God give you new ideas. But you can see somebody, there is a spirit in the energy that's disappointed because they can't change the direction that you're going. You can see there is a spirit in someone's energy that's disappointed, and you're consciously aware that they cannot change the direction spiritually that you're going. And somebody putting in a lot of work to do it. You can see that. You can see someone putting in a lot of work to cause someone some type of exhaustion around their 10th house. I can't make it up. In their family. You can see somebody trying to corner somebody's family. And you can see somebody trying to release their family. What they releasing their family from? Misfortune. They trying to release their family from some type of misfortune. Some type of tribulation. When it came to their growth and development, and you can still see somebody trying to cause someone to get all in their emotions because somebody want to create a loss, create instability pertaining to one's growth. 10-5, 10-10, you can see somebody getting ready to feel very challenged. You can see that. What somebody constantly trying to create? because they want you to be in the energy of worry when it comes to you growing. You can see somebody mourning the loss of somebody, and they still resisting the change. Because you can see somebody's constantly projecting their insecurities on someone. I can't make it up. Thinking they gonna have their strength, thinking they gonna have their power. You ain't gonna have it. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you ain't got it now, you ain't gonna have it then. Fuck you think this is Highlander? When it comes to one's foresight, what you think this Highlander? You gonna take my eyes and you gonna see? No, your ass ain't gonna see shit. Cause you gonna be still discombobulated for all the lives that you took out. You can see it. You can see somebody saying get love. Show some love out here when it comes to you purifying your conscience. When it comes to one's growth. You can see somebody looking at 81 for all the fucking confusion they cause. I can't make it up. You can see somebody's trouble. Because you can see somebody constantly trying to pay somebody at a crossroad. Because they don't want them to have the strength to see they can have a new beginning. You can see that. You can see somebody feel very challenged by the changes that's taking place for somebody. And you can see somebody want them to be unbalanced. They want them to be restricted. They want them to be bound to their decisions and cause them a lot of disappointment. And you can see a king of wands looking at it. You can see somebody looking back and somebody telling them, don't look back. Because they ain't doing it because you to be unbalanced. Every time you look back, somebody could be 79. And you can spiritually see someone feel personally challenged, that you can see somebody that's constantly trying to get them to look back. They can see. Whoever this is, they can see. And you can spiritually see somebody want them to look back spiritually at the suffering of others. Somebody got a gift to see the suffering of others in their spiritual abilities. And you can see the justice that need to be given to them. To see the balance, the ideas. But you can see when it comes to 0.1 potential, fuck that, at 1201, somebody's still trying to come take something. After you left. You can see whoever this is, 76, looking back. When you left, what they took from you. In a connection, in a partnership. That's what they looking at. They looking at everything that they took from you. Every disadvantage that they caused. And you can see they was working real hard to get you rejected. So you wouldn't even see the opportunities. Now they gotta look back, because this Mercury retrograde, they gotta look back at everything that they invested in. Something pertaining to 71 that walked them into unlimited potential. Now you can see the conflict that they have because of a past decision to cause some type of injustices to someone. Somebody could be 68. You can see somebody's awakening. It ain't always a death, but somebody's awakening to what they did August the 20th to place somebody in illusion around a partnership, personally challenge them in a community to see if they was going to have some type of spiritual loss as they astral travel in the energy around one's creativity. You can see, baby, somebody walking into reality that you can see why your foundation fell or why it's upside down. Because you're constantly trying to attack people's peace, harmony, their finances. Thinking that you're going to walk yourself into some type of improvement after a loss of finance. Or somebody tried to cause someone to lose a child so their wishes won't come true. Somebody could be 56. You can see somebody being weakened right now. Whatever took place in 2019, You can see somebody was looking back at some communication pertaining to June 13th that caused them to be unstable at, at 134. You can see 66. You can see 134. You can see somebody feel very challenged by that. That you can see a collaboration getting ready to take place in one's energy. Because somebody don't know something. 34, 31. Somebody don't know something about somebody's plans. 3, 1, 2. And you can see somebody's trying to make them know something. 31, 25, 34. You can see somebody, when it comes to your individualism, your beliefs, you can spiritually see somebody trying to make you know something to cause you some type of conflict about your fulfillment, about you entering into a new chapter of your life when it comes to your new world and the aspiration that allow you to walk into your willpower, your strength when it comes to what you see. You can see every time you say something pertaining to a partnership relationship or you ascending, somebody wants you to be sick. You got 8,229 people spiritually want independence. A lot of them don't even want to work for companies. They want to work for themselves. And you can see somebody want to invade that partnership and want them to struggle. They want them to be in poverty and challenge them and their children when it comes to their growth. 516, 29, 29, 92. Take what resonate and leave the rest. You can see somebody, when it comes to you spiritually being able to get messages, somebody spiritually stuck. Because they looking at all the loss of finances that they have. Because you can see a social dynamic, you can see a system, you can see the karma. And you're intelligent enough to see the 11 that's in authority. They want to cause you some type of altercation or conflict around your thoughts. You can see somebody deeply emotional about your strength and you being able to readjust spiritually and walk yourself into some attainments. Somebody could be 89, 88. Take what resonate, lead the rest. And when it comes to you manifesting, you can see somebody want to call 911 because they think that they can have your money, your family's achievements, whoever business partner this is. You can see if you die then, baby, they say it's infinity in the wheel for them. That's what they doing. That shit crazy. They say if anything happened to you, then they got infinity in their wheel. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. Am I lying? You can see somebody getting ready in the spirit, you get some good news. After somebody wants them to be in an unbalanced relationship and make an unbalanced decision, you can see somebody saying, no, it's another shift getting ready to be created pertaining to one's finances. You can't make it up. You can see somebody could be 59 trying to create a shift around someone's finances and they confident in the action they gonna get ready to do to cause somebody to lose some type of money. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, you can see a Queen of Wands. You can see somebody that's confident that they can cause a loss for you when it comes to you bringing something into completion. But you can see this shit right here getting ready to end. I can't make it up. And you can see somebody's afraid of what's ending spiritually because you gotta go in the right direction. You moving forward right now at this time allows you to see who's causing you a disadvantage in energy. And you ain't fighting these energies by yourself because you got spirit teams with you spiritually to gain a new perspective. To see the balance and harmony being restored to you. You see, you got growth, you got strength. But you can spiritually see your spirit guide blocking every wound that's going to make you be stagnant. And you can see whoever this is. Somebody could be 83, 38, 39 in the energy. It's somebody's spirit guide. Somebody didn't have a child. I can't make it up. Somebody didn't have a child. But this the beginning of them saying, baby, if they, hold on, did they die? Yes. June 14th, was they dead? Someone feeling personally challenged. Uh, what's that jump? What's that 3/14/79? Yes. You can see somebody got intense amount of negativity. Some pertaining to some type of oil. Was it some oil? You can see somebody getting ready to feel very challenged. Did it have something to do with some type of car oil? 521. Yes. Something around the car oil cause someone some type of misfortune. And you can see when it comes to the point of one potential, you can see somebody trying to release something to a king of swords so they can have a bright horizon. You can see it. And you can see somebody trying to personally challenge them right now. That you can see somebody was trying to hide something so they couldn't move away. Do some supposed to be in the corner at 7:52? No. You can see the insecurities that somebody has because you were able to focus on the work somebody did on somebody's car. Yup, 8/14. To cause them a disadvantage. Yup. And you can see somebody had unlimited potential, boundless possibilities. You can see somebody's looking at a new beginning, but somebody wants them to be stuck. Something about IMO. Is this something pertaining to Mo? No. Somebody was fighting over a pizza. Yes. Somebody's child was fighting over some pizza. Oh my God. Did we just jump timelines? Yes. And you got communication. When it comes to your creativity, you can spiritually see it. Why somebody panicking? Because you can see who's astral traveling in one's energy because they want them to make the wrong decision when it comes to a partnership, when it comes to their growth. So I don't know who this for, but take what resonates and leave the rest. But when you tapped in and you really can see, like, it's a win-lose. It ain't always like, I ain't looking to be no fucking millionaire. But I'm looking for a motherfucker who's taking my damn energy. I can tell you that much. Because they don't want certain messages to get out. I ain't got nothing to do with that. A lot of messages I can't release. Because I know whoever comes into this, and if they mind ain't quick enough, they won't be able to handle it. Certain things ain't even pertaining to certain people, but they make it theirs. They turn it into their own. And that shit be crazy. Watch TV. Act like you watching TV. But if you was to see something or you heard something, it came across you so you know how to move. That's all it is. But I love y'all out here. Deuces.